everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got two teams who come in with identical records on the season. It's the Dolphins going up against the Patriots. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Play clock winding down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one brought in by Gathers. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Out of the gun now on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
And they'll run it here. So from the 40 to the 45, 5-yard run. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And now a peek at the starters on the defensive side. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. And on 2nd and 10 now. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right?
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
White 20.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Be ready. Be ready. Let's go. Let's go.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Watch left. Watch left. Watch left. Stop right there.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. And he motions the wide receiver.
Hey, check it.
The play clock's running down. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
White 20. Let's go.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here.
25! No, 66.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
We have so many different terms for 3rd down, 3rd and short, 3rd and long, 3rd and manageable. How about 3rd and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And he gets converts it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. 2 Patriots there to bring him down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive. How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got room. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 58 yards on the ground. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He lost 6 there on the first down play. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, there was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football, but the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the 2nd level, the linebackers, or the 3rd level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
Second down, just 1 yard to go. They come up in a 2 tight end look here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that run was what a lot of people called explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Here we go.
And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Muscles him off. A good run of 6 yards there, gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They come up in an offset eye. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Patriots. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Shift together here from the D-line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And again here, we'll see the Wildcat.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, Really well done.
Here we go!
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.